Hello, guys. Welcome to this mystical, magical world of Bhaskar Joshi. People often ask me about what is your intuition? What is your intuition? That's what how they pronounce it. And because of the Google, because social media, or the spirit of education, people are reading a lot. And often what happens is that either they misinterpret, misunderstand the concept, or they are just curious. Okay. And as I am working, and the point is this interesting. When people ask me, what is your intuition? Now, if you go by the definition, just I am seeing on the Google, the ability to understand something instinctively without the need of conscious reasoning. Okay. The second is a thing that one knows or considers likely from instinctive feeling rather than conscious reasoning. The intuition itself into intuition concern. You're walking on the footpath, or just having a you're in the gym or taking a sip of coffee, and suddenly the intuitive feeling starts striking your mind. If it happens repeatedly, then that's intuition. But of course there are a lot of taste and self taste, self diagnosis, and it's all about subjective. It varies from person to person. Common trends. Why intuition is really everything is intuition. The interesting part is that intuition is not use any kind of physical media as a life body or mind. Mind is not a physical thing, but spirits or any kind of communication, any kind of you know. If there is a intuition reaching out to your mind and body, sometimes you feel it in your body, especially the seekers, sages, highly trained meditators. They just sitting somewhere in the mountains or somewhere in any flat or anywhere. They just sense the intuition, and uh, then they interpret it. Now here is the point. Intuition is not just a complete process. Even if you feel intuition about something is going to happen, and by the way, one more thing, intuition is not always about the future. It could be about the color, contemporary trends or current trends. But even if you believe that okay, I sense intuition, you have to interpret it, because intuition is not just something is giving a direct message to you. Sometimes it could be hint, sometimes it could be a direct message, sometimes it could be a trigger point, or sometimes it can instigate your thinking process. So in my 25 or 30 years experience, whenever I have says intuition, without when I was not thinking about that subject, or even I was not knowing anything about that subject, or even remotely I was not concerned, when I sensed that okay, I'm just sensing this thing. In 1999, Mr. Hemant Nata, Satish Bora, we were just standing at the first floor of the building, ground floor of the building, and we were discussing at night. And there was some tension between the Pakistan and India, and suddenly he asked me, "So Bhaskar ji, what's going to happen?" So I just said that, within a month or so, Indo-Pak war will take place in somewhere in Kashmir, and that will be a sabotage from on the behalf of that will be sabotage for India. I just felt something, and then I expressed, and within a month the Kargil war took place. And the same guy, people come to me, and then he just bowed down before me. Oh, you're guru or some great, because whatever he said is correct. I told him, I am not studying yet. I'm not a defense expert. I'm not a Jyotishi, or I'm not a Bhavishyakar. I just sense it, and I could interpret that way, because maybe because of my guru's blessings or my training of mind, whatever the reason. So from that moment on, last 25 years, I have made some forecast and predictions. In 2014, I started studying the relation between the intuition and the intelligence. Now, most of the people think that the intuition is against intelligence. Well, with due respect, I differ with them, because intuition is also a kind of intelligence. Okay, that is maybe out of the body experience, because it is coming in the forms of wavelengths from any unknown source, or maybe other person, or maybe some kind of natural processes. I don't know. Okay, but the point is this: the intuition is instinctive, that is instant, and it's beyond imagination or understanding of the nature. Actually, sometimes I think and feel, I am not the expert of this, but I think that almost every person, or animals, instinctive feelings, intuition feelings, because they cannot express, because they don't know the language or communication skill, but they do sense the fear, what they are going to face in the nearby future or in the surroundings, without actually giving the thought about that. So the intuition has necessarily to be a part of unknown process, which is out of the thinking process. Now, you may also, some people claim that when a person thinking about something very deeply, and he is very intrigued or very involved in that process, sometimes he just get an idea, and that idea could be intuition. Well, I also differ with this kind of understanding, because what I have experienced is that when I am thinking on something, a process very deeply, I do get ideas or some imaginative processes, but intuition is not necessarily connected with the thinking process. Though that we are not sure yet. Actually, we are not sure that. But one more thing is there. In election forecast, whenever I tallied the data, ground reality data, the election and voting patterns and all these things, the percentage of voting, and when I compared with that, my intuitive feeling, intuitive sense, oh, this is showing something, and my intuitive results are different. So I have mentioned both the things. In 2014 elections, when I was studying the 48 constituencies of Maharashtra Lok Sabha, I published my report in both the terms, logistically, data wise, intelligence wise, and also intuitively, and that has come more than 90% correct. Again, in 2017 Gujarat election, even before the 2007 Gujarat election, I had predicted. So if you go to my website www.bhaskarjoshi.co, you will see all these things. And soon I am going to publish a audio book and video book, DVD, on the intuitive ability, how to improvise it. That is for the common people, for the basic, for the dummies, and you can improve your intuitive ability. All you have to do is just practice, train your mind, and this is just a promo. This is just a beginning of that, or kind of intro to that subject. So thank you very much.